We're continuing, well, we're on the documenting the R1. Here we're in Broadmeadow near the horse track. We're just at the corner with Koree Street. That way is towards Hunter Stadium via Broadmeadow train station, and we'll be continuing on the R1. So that's heading easterly. So we're basically where the dot is, heading easterly. Let's go. Just got some traffic behind me. We're going to be turning right, so there is, a bit of rider awareness required here. Obviously indicate well before. I'm going to probably show that I'm not a true Novocastrian by pronouncing this street incorrectly. I think the memory has Dumaresq. Oh, I always get it wrong. Dumaresq Street. We're heading generally towards, I guess, generally easterly. We've got the horse track to my right. Now, we are a little bit in the door zone here. It is a reasonably quiet and wide-ish street. I've had a occasional close pass. Hopefully this will be improved. Council have done designs, or at least doing some initial planning around putting a shared path on the grass area there near the horse track, two-way. That would help, particularly travelling the other direction. A little bit awkward to get to and off for the lane that would be travelling in this direction, but I guess at least it's off the road, so hopefully that'll come through. I don't believe they have funding for that yet. This is February 2025. What have we got? 5 bikes in frame, 6 including me. My understanding, I think the road cyclists like to do loops around the perimeter of the racetrack on the roads, I believe. Just went over Beaumont Street there, the roundabout there. Still heading, as I said, city centre's probably that direction. Morning.
Morning.
Just crossing Lawson St there, another roundabout. Recommend taking the lane before the roundabout. Avoids cars shoving you out to the side or cutting left in front of you. Obviously takes a bit of confidence, but essentially you're blocking the car from overtaking you around the roundabout. Crossing Gordon here, again slightly busy, but there's always a gap eventually. Right, coming to the end of our journey on Dumaresq. We're going to be turning right here. It's a divided road here, Parkway Avenue. Stop there, check traffic to the right. Now take the centre, look to the traffic to the left. Not too bad. Now we're on Parkway Avenue. Again, it is quite a busy road, but it is nice and wide. My preference would be almost to see Copenhagen style protection. I believe you could put a cycle lane the left side of the cars, move the parking out to make them into essentially the safety barrier. It's plenty wide here. I'm basically taking up the width of a car here because there is that room. Obviously, I think council, I can only speculate, I think they're probably concerned about the number of driveways. But I think for your average commuter, they'd rather risk a car coming out of the driveway than being sideswiped on the right by a car or a close pass. Anyway, we're here at Newcastle High School. There's going to be some improvements coming up here. The roundabout I just went through is going to have more traffic calming devices and some shared crossings as well to improve access to the school for pedestrians and cyclists. Still on Parkway Avenue. Still think it could be Copenhagen style protected lane. Now it narrows though, but there's also no parking to the left here, so we have a painted bike lane. Not the best, but at least there is some room. Intersection with Union Street coming up here. Another green painted safety infrastructure. So as the sign says, we're getting just into the suburb of Cooks Hill. Sort of the junction as well. The Union Street right hand takes you into the suburb called the Junction, but we're actually going to be going to the next block, which is Corlette Street, which actually has better access to the Junction in my opinion. So I'll just be pulling over to the left here after the speed bump to go up Corlette Street, but if you wanted to go to the Junction, you would take the lane and turn right on Corlette. This is still part of the R1 here.